Ladies and gentlemen, it's a chicken sandwich here bringing you a S12 gameplay, which I think I promised you in like the last Call of Duty video I made. Because I love this gun so much. I do so well with it, I make so many people angry, and it's awesome! Well, I'm going to make this video half talk about the S12 and half about another topic, which I'll get to when I get to the end of the S12 conversation. Well, the S12 was arguably the worst gun in Advanced Warfare, I think. It's a shotgun, fully automatic. That sounds awesome, but it had horrible damage. The range wasn't so good on its one-shot kill range. And it got buffed recently, and since then, it's become my favorite gun. I've rocked it through most of the Prestige I'm on right now, and most of the end of the last Prestige I was on. So that's that on that gun, and you'll probably see, oh, hey, I get a Goliath in this gameplay, but I don't get a single kill with it, and it dies out pretty fast. It's because I just really don't know how to use the Goliath. I'm not ashamed, I kind of suck with it. Deal with it. Now, here is the conversation topic at hand. Why I think DC Comics is doing better than Marvel Comics in the visual digital media of television and movies right now. Now, it's mostly on television that they're doing really well because they've got a lot of properties out there right now that are doing exceptional in ratings, such as Arrow, The Flash, and Gotham. Now, with it really started out with DC's always been a major player in the television market, especially with back in the 60s with Batman, and then went into the 70s and 80s with like Wonder Woman, and then there was the Flash series, and then there was Lois and Clark, and then Smallville came out, which is where like the CW, which has the Arrow and Flash right now, had Smallville, and it really ran, and it was a very popular show. It really got DC really ingrained into making television shows that were not animated, because one of their best efforts was Batman the Animated Series. Then you've also got Justice League Unlimited, Teen Titans, all them great shows, but then they took to live action really well with Arrow and The Flash, and now Gotham as well. And the effort is that their efforts are really good because the writing is really well done, the stories are really well coherent, even though you kind of don't understand, because Arrow does a lot of flashbacking, and some of it doesn't make sense until the end of the episode, which the ties between the flashbacks and the current time is kind of interesting, but I kind of wish they wouldn't rely on it so much. But The Flash, amazing series. Does a bit of flashbacking a little bit, but it only to include story elements that are kind of required to know what's going on in the present when it does it. Particularly with Harrison Wells, the Flash's mother's death, everything. Now, I haven't personally watched Gotham, but I've heard great things. Now, we're getting ready to see their movie universe kind of expand with The Dawn of Justice, which is going to introduce Wonder Woman, hopefully Green Lantern, and everything like that. And none of the actors who are portraying characters in the current TV Marvel universe, DC universe, are going to transition to the movie universe. They're keeping those kind of separate. I think that's kind of a bad decision, but they've also got to have room to play with characters other than the Arrow and the Flash. But they're going to have those characters in those movies, which to me, hopefully the people that they have play those characters are good, but won't outshine the television market. And here's why. Because the television market is what has kept the people interested in the DC movies, because DC has had a track record of subpar films. Look at Superman Returns. You know, it's... Of course, I haven't seen Man of Steel yet. I plan on watching it before Dawn of Justice. I'm a big Batman fan. the films, particularly The Dark Knight, is one of my favorite movies of all time, and I really, really love. I mean, I love DC Comics. I'm a big Green Lantern fan. I actually enjoyed the Green Lantern movie, but it wasn't long enough for me. And I know the movie had its problems, but I really liked that movie. Ryan Reynolds was a good Hal Jordan to me. He's going to be an even better Deadpool. Excuse me, DC fanboys. I know. But the thing about it is they've had some bad movies. They're kind of iffy. But the thing about it is I think the television is where DC is above and beyond what Marvel is doing. I know they have Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., and that's a really good series. But right now, I think Arrow and The Flash, phenomenal shows. They will go on for quite a while. I know Flash is getting a second season. Arrow's renewed for a fourth season. We're going to see them for a few more years. And hopefully there will be some interesting stories to tell. And hopefully at the 5-year mark of where Arrow's at, he doesn't start flashbacking to the first season. It'll be weird. So, that's kind of my take on what the DC Universe is kind of doing right now. I am excited for, and I think Marvel's doing really good too. But they don't have the television presence like DC does right now. And I know Marvel has a whole bunch of animated series, and those animated series are okay. But the best animated series they've ever had were already produced and gone and passed in the past, like X-Men from the 90s, Spider-Man the animated series. You know? However, I do like some of the animated films that they've come out with, you know, like Planet Hulk, Doctor Strange, Iron Man, The Avengers, all those animated films. I thought they were really good. Now, DC also does that as well. Assault on Arkham, amazing. It is an excellent introductory movie for anybody who wants to get in on the Suicide Squad, because that movie is going to be coming out too, and I am waiting for that movie. Harley Quinn is one of my favorite DC characters of all time, along with the Joker. Joker is my favorite villain of all time, but Harley Quinn is one of my favorite characters, and I hope to see that movie do really well. I hope that movie is awesome. To me, Suicide Squad is trying to do something what Marvel did with Guardians of the Galaxy, trying to get a little offbeat and trying to make a great picture out of it. You know, all these things that I'm saying are my opinions. You guys can disagree, and if you do disagree, please put your disagreements down into the comment section down below, and I will try and retort to you, because this is a conversation I would love to have with you guys. And if you guys love, hate Arrow, Flash, all those things, give me your impressions of what you think down in the comment sections below, because personally, you guys, we're all fans of nerdy stuff here. Obviously, you're on YouTube, you're looking at a Call of Duty video. It's not that nerdy, it's kind of bro-ish, if you can see my air quotes. But I love Call of Duty, but I love many other games. You guys have seen my channel, if you guys have been here. Well, this has been a chicken sandwich. Please leave all those comments down below. I will talk to you later, and I hope you guys have a good night. Have a good one.